Yo, what's poppin', people? Cobra Star Green back with you guys with another video today. Look, y'all guys first time finding my channel, anything like that for your boy, the subscribe button, also like the video. Yes, I have been waiting on this movie for like a year, y'all, for like a year. Yes, and there was different reasons why I was just solely waiting on this movie, and I'll get into it in a little bit. But the movie I'm talking about today is Sinners. Yes. Big out out to Sean Chandler talks about movies. His YouTube link will be in the description. He invited your boy out to go see the day early. So, but yeah, I don't want to talk too much before the intro, but y'all go ahead and, like I said, cue that intro.
We got a problem, 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 it's probably you. Yeah, we got a problem, we got a problem, we got a problem, we got a problem.
Like I said before the intro, I was looking very much forward to this movie right here. If you guys don't know, it has my favorite director of all time attached to it, and it has my favorite actor of all time, Michael B. Jordan, attached to it. And the thing about these two, when these two get together, actually Ryan Coogler can be by himself and he'll never miss, but when Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler get together on a movie, it don't never miss, y'all. I mean, we got the one everybody knows about, Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? You got my favorite movie of literally all time, and what actually got me into Michael B. Jordan being my favorite actor and Ryan Coogler being my favorite director, and that is the Creed movie. Man, I had never seen Rocky before, but watching Creed, I was like, yo, who the heck is this director? Who is Michael B. Jordan? You know what I'm saying? Now, I knew who Michael B. Jordan was, but I get what I'm saying. But I was like, what the heck? And then after I watched Creed, then I watched another movie these two were in together, and you know this is one of the movies where you only can watch one time, y'all, and y'all know why you only can watch it one time. Not because the movie's bad, but y'all know what goes on along this movie. I'm talking about Fruitvale Station, starring Michael B. Jordan again, and Ryan Coogler is the director again. And I absolutely love this film, but like I said, I just can't watch it no more. Like, cause y'all know me, y'all seen the ending of the movie, y'all know what goes on. So it's just like, yo, I love it for watching it for the first time, but I can't watch it another time. But the movie is amazing. But get off of that track. Y'all guys know, man, when these two get together, they don't miss. Like, I'm telling you, even Ryan Coogler by himself don't miss. And now we have the new movie he's worked on called Sinners. Now, pretty much, this is a vampire movie, right? Pretty much vampires, killing vampires, right? That's just what the premise is. But this movie is so much deeper than just killing vampires. And I think that's why this movie, I mean, I already think it's the best vampire movie of all time, but you could even categorize it in other things at the same time too. I'm going to go ahead and put this out early. This is definitely the best movie I have seen in a while. I have said that on a lot of platforms, I think, so far, and I'm saying it here again. This movie wowed me, and I had already seen the Rotten Tomatoes score like 100 or something like that. I'm like, god damn, I'm like 100's kind of pushing it, but after watching this, I see why it was 100, y'all. Now let's go ahead and let's talk about this film. Like I said, it's a vampire movie, y'all. Very simple, actually, vampire movie, but what this movie does a really good job at is it takes advantage of its time period. In this movie, I don't know exactly what time period it was. I've completely forgot what the exact time period it was, but you guys know during that time period was a lot of slavery, you know, picking cotton, music was big in that time period, and this movie takes advantage of all that. It showcases all that. You see, well, you don't really see, but they talk about the Klan. You know what I'm saying? They say a lot of the N-word with the ER in it. They say a lot of the C, well, the bad C word. You know what I'm saying? They saying all that. Like, I feel like as a whole, this movie is a very, very powerful black film. I know my white folks, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go enjoy the movie too, but I feel like it's a very, very, very powerful black movie. And also, I know everybody was like, damn, the trailer is spoiling every fucking thing. Now, I'm not gonna lie, rewatching the trailer before I actually did this review, the second trailer does give away a lot, though. I'm not gonna lie, that second trailer does give away a lot. So if you haven't seen it, I would say try to avoid the second trailer, because it does have some spoilers in there, but I mean, it is what it is, because honestly, half of that stuff is in like the first 2 acts, I would say. So, but there are some spoilers in that trailer. But I will just tell you guys, man, this movie won me over. Won me over. It wowed me, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. I believe, and Michael B. Jordan is my favorite actor, right? But I think this was one of his best performances. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. And I think, and help me out in the comment section. I believe originally it was supposed to be Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors was gonna be playing his brother or something like that. But you know, everything that happened with Jonathan Majors, they really couldn't do that anymore. I don't know if that was true or not. I just know that's what somebody had told me. But I think it actually works better with Michael B. Jordan playing 2 different characters. And it happened to play off himself. And I kind of enjoyed like how they kind of got into the backstory, just a little bit of the 2 characters Michael B. Jordan's playing, Smoke and Stack. Like when they were talking about these 2 and what these 2 had done, like they don't really showcase it till you really like show you, but they tell you, and you can see how much that this has impacted just everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool because you know, there's always that brotherly bond, you know what I'm saying, that's in real life and in movies. But it's something very, very special about a twin bond, because I feel like a twin bond means more than a brotherly bond. I feel like in my eyes, because as twins, you looking at in a goddamn mirror. You know what I'm saying? Essentially you're essentially looking at yourself. So there's just a different kind of bond there. And Michael B. Jordan playing these 2 characters, oh my, like you can tell the difference between these characters. So he's playing essentially 2 different roles. Like I said, you can tell the difference. But he plays these characters so good. So good. Oh my God. Oh, I want to go deeper. But I don't want to spoil nothing. But his charisma, his charm, his different personalities between the 2 characters is on full display, and you see it so quickly. Now I know, like in this movie, they play a little bit with colors. So like you see how one, oh shoot, y'all don't even see it, but you see how one has a red hat and one's blue, so you can kind of tell the difference that way. But I would be like, honestly, Ryan Coogler, whoever did the costumes, y'all didn't even have to do that. You could still tell the difference between this character, that character. You know what I'm saying? You could tell the difference with Smoke and Stack. And Smoke and Stack are these 2 characters right here, but you could definitely tell the difference, even without the freaking blue and the red. Now I think Michael B. Jordan's going up for performance of the year with this one, because I absolutely adored his and loved his performance. But you got to give it for the rest of the cast too. And it's crazy because a lot of the cast has to play 2 different roles. Now I won't tell you guys why they have to play 2 different roles, but they have to play 2 different roles. And it's kind of cool to be like, okay, like, oh, okay, I see what y'all doing here. You know, I won't tell you guys why, but it was cool to see that. I'm telling y'all guys this right now, there is not a single bad performance from anybody in this movie. And I'm not even, I'm gonna go out and say it. Even the villains of this movie are really good. You don't know too much about them, or too much about per se him, I would say the main person. But you just know that he's a vampire. Now I'm trying to not give away, and I'm trying to use selective photos so I don't give away anything. But this might be Jack Cornell, I believe. It might be, I'm not sure. But if that's who that is, yo, this performance is amazing. He kind of looks like the guy from Men in Black. Y'all remember that Men in Black movie with the, I got a picture up right now. Y'all, he kind of look like him, but his performance is the villain. And you gotta understand, like, there's not a lot to his character. Like, his character is just a vampire, and he's like, yo, I'm just trying to get more vampires. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build an army here. And that's pretty much all you know about him. But the way he acts and his performance just makes you be like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he's playing the hell out of this performance. And that's everybody, y'all. Like I told y'all, there is absolutely no bad performances in this movie. I'm not gonna lie, while watching it though, I wouldn't survive. I was thinking to myself while I'm watching this movie, I'm like, yo, I wouldn't survive past like 10 minutes, because how do I tell you, if Haley if I was in this movie, y'all, and Haley was like this, yeah, how do I tell y'all, I'm cooked. I ain't gonna lie, I would just picture myself in this movie. I'm like, yeah, Haley would have got me out so goddamn quick. Yeah, and that's not really a spoiler. In the trailer they show you that, yeah, you know what I'm saying, y'all see what happens, you know what I'm saying? It's not too big of a spoiler. But nah, she does a great performance. Everybody really does a great performance. I promise you guys, everybody does a great performance. Another thing, this might actually get overlooked, honestly, y'all. Dead ass. The soundtrack in this movie, holy crap! I'm telling you, it goes with that piece, the time period. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. And another thing that Sinners really does well is it shows that a lot of the music you listen to today was inspired by something. The roots came from somewhere, and that's what Sinners does a really good job at showcasing. And this is pretty much a goddamn musical. It turns into a musical at some points. And I think it works for the film because you gotta think back in that day. Now you gotta forgive me. The reason I'm not saying the exact time period is because I don't know the exact time period. But you know, back then, like, we were doing stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? We were having parties like this. You know, so the soundtrack needed to represent that, needed to show that, and it definitely does. Oh, I'm telling y'all, I think that might be overlooked. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't seen any reviews or anything like that, but I'm telling y'all, what I walked away with most after this movie was like, yo, where the hell is the soundtrack for this film? I'm like, this is so well done. Like, holy crap. And that's something that I'm like, I did not expect that going into the movie. You know, I thought it was gonna be a straight up vampire kill 'em flick. You know, that was it. And I'm like, damn, watching this, I'm like, there's so much more here that isn't in those trailers and that isn't on that surface. And it's crazy because this movie kind of plays with different genres. Like, it's a thriller in some aspects, it's a drama in other aspects. Freaking, I think even sometimes it turned into like a little bit of a Western, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's a bunch of genres mixed in one, and you watch it and you're like, this shouldn't work at all, right? These different things playing around with one another. But watching this film, you're like, how did Ryan Coogler pull this off? Like, it works on levels, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. This is one movie where I'm like, look, you gotta go see this. And this movie was shot on IMAX. You know, yesterday or today, I did not see this on IMAX. Now I'm going again tomorrow, and I'm seeing it in IMAX again, just to see what the difference is. But this looks beautiful, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It just, you gotta go see this on first weekend. I did see there was a thing. I didn't read too much into it, but there was something that said like Avengers moments. You know, you remember those when Thor picked up the hammer and stuff like that. I don't know if I really saw that in this film. There wasn't no really big crowd pleasing moments to that extent. So take that as you will. But there is a lot of like really cool moments that are in the film. Now I will say it does take a while for this movie to get going. Now, I know some people like I know y'all got very short attention spans. You know what I'm saying? I know it's very short for some of y'all, but I promise y'all, if y'all get through about that first 40 minutes, I think it's probably 30-40 minutes, the movie, look, once the movie gets going, it gets going, and it's that way the rest of the film. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you, it is a little bit slow in the beginning. But it's only slow because it has to set up so many characters. So you can't just get right into that. No, we gotta set everything up. Now, one thing I do have to say, y'all, if y'all not into all that nasty stuff, there's a lot of it, especially early on. Hey, y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. It's a lot of, you know, you feel me, early on in the film. But if that don't bother you, then I just thought I'd say that just because some of y'all be like, ew. But I thought I'd let y'all know. But if I gotta give my rating, and I'll probably do a spoiler review on this too, man, this is the best movie I think, like I said, I've seen in a very, very long time. At least I feel like, man, this movie works on so many levels that it shouldn't. Like I said, it's multi-genre. Shoot, I didn't even talk about it. There's some comedy in the film that even works. You know what I'm saying? There's even horror aspects you have towards that second, third act. And like I said, all this shouldn't work. It should not work together. But it does. All these genres mixed in one another. You're like, how? You're like, why would he even do this? You're like, oh, it's Ryan Coogler. That's why he did it. And I feel like only Ryan Coogler could pull something off like this. Like, this is so well done, y'all. So well shot. Action performances was amazing. The blues music, oh my God. Just not even just blues, like the music in general in the movie was just, oh my God, so good. Where is the soundtrack? I just don't even know. Where is the goddamn soundtrack? I want to find the soundtrack now. It's all performances are good. Everything was good. I don't even think I have anything to complain about, y'all. So this is gonna be one of the highest rated films I have probably ever given to a movie as I've done reviews. This is a straight up 10 out of 10 for me. I love this film. Oh, there is 2 post-credit scenes, y'all. The funny thing is no one knew about them, or a lot of people don't know about them because of the fact that like everybody left as the credits were rolling. But please stick around. That first post-credit scene is so good. Like, me and Sean were talking about it, and you could low-key leave the theater and, you know, say it wouldn't really be a difference. But watching it, it's not like your typical Marvel post-credit scene where it's like 30 seconds and it's out. No, this post-credit scene is like 2 to 3 minutes, I feel like. And it actually works. I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is, but it's actually a really, really good post-credit scene. Now, you probably could leave after that first one. That second one, you ain't gotta really stay for the second one, but that first one, please stay for that. That is how you do a post-credit scene. I will tell you guys right there. That post-credit, that is how you do a post-credit scene, man. Damn, I'm like, they be having us waste our time for the post-credit scene. But this one, I'm like, nah, this was an amazing post-credit scene. So I absolutely love this film, man. Like I said, one of my favorite, it's definitely my favorite movie I've seen in a while, y'all. I promise y'all that. And my favorite of all time. I still, if you're talking about his movies, I still enjoy Creed a little bit more just because Creed got a special place in my heart. But Sinners is up there. I don't even think Sinners is his best film. I guess I still think it's Creed, or maybe Fruitvale Station. I don't know. It's just depending on who you talk to. But Creed's still my favorite. But this one is definitely up there. But like I said, 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. Can't wait to see it again. And if you haven't seen the movie or you haven't, man, put it down below. If you have seen it, yo, what's your thoughts on it? If you haven't seen it, you know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, when you gonna see it? When you gonna see it? But hey, y'all first time finding my channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, tell me your thoughts, complaint, criticism, stuff like that down below. We'll see you guys next one. Peace.